Welcome back to another video on Simple Manufacturing's features and functionality. In this video, we will demonstrate the document revision process. Let's jump right to it. From the main menu, click on Document Management. In our previous video, we demonstrated the various options for initial document entry into Simple Manufacturing's document library. One of the documents added in the demonstration was a Microsoft Word template, specifically the template used by personnel to create new or revised work instructions. We can view this document by using the document type filter of Form and then adding the keyword work instruction. The combination of those two filters drills down to the specific document of interest. The document we will use to demonstrate the revision process will be this Form F00008, Revision C, Work Instruction Template. The first step is to download this document by clicking the Download button. This process copies the file to the user's download folder. From there, the user can open the document, make the necessary changes, change the revision level to the next higher revision, and then save the document. In this example, the file name was the form number and the revision level. The combination of this maintains a unique file name for adding to the document library. To begin the revision process, the user locates the current released document in the document library by using the document type filter for Form and then adding the keyword phrase, Work Instruction. Once found, the user clicks Revise. The revision entry form opens with a copy of the original revision details. The user is prompted to select the revised document. Click on Identify New Document, and the File Explorer opens. Then, select the new revised document. Note: after completing this process, the revision level must be updated to match the revision level of the newly revised document. After reviewing the document details, click Complete Revision. This process performs several actions. First, the status of the document being revised is changed to Being Revised, as shown here. The document was also changed to Inactive. This is a way to notify users that a new revision is currently under review and approval. The revised document can now be found in the Under Review bucket. The review and approval process is the same. For demonstration purposes, I will go through the review and approval process. I'll sign off the review and then sign off the approval. Once fully approved, the same email is generated indicating the document is fully approved. The document is now in the Approved Needs Transfer stage. Click on Transfer All. Enter the releaser's approval password. Since this document needs to be released in its native format, we will select that option. An email will be generated indicating that the new revision has been released. Since this document was initiated through the revision process, behind the scenes, the previous revision has been transferred to Obsolete and the new revision is now released. As we can see, when the document type is set to Form and the keyword Work is used, and it is verified that the doc status is set to Released, the new form at Revision D is now available. Just as importantly, Revision C is no longer available. In the following example, I will demonstrate the revision process for a document created in Microsoft Word and released as a PDF. In the previous video, we showed how to add procedure MM024 Rev A into the document library. Now that Rev A is in the document library, we will proceed with adding the new Rev B to the document library and obsoleting the Rev A document. The first step will be to identify the revision A that needs revision. Click Download. Since this document was released as a PDF, the system prompts you to choose between downloading the released version, the PDF, or the native version, the Microsoft Word option. Because we need the Microsoft Word file, also known as the native file, we will choose to download the native file by clicking No. This process downloads the files to the Downloads folder and makes them available to the user for revision and resubmission at the next higher revision level. Let's assume the document has been revised and now has a new file name, MM024 Rev B, as shown here. To submit this latest revision, go back to the document library, click on the document to revise, then click Revise. After the revision form opens, the user is to select the new revision document. Once submitted, the user must change the revision level accordingly. After reviewing the document details for this latest revision, click Complete Revision. This process generates an email with the recipient being the document reviewer and approver, indicating this new revision is ready for review. This process also marks the existing document as being revised so that users know there's a revised version in the process of being reviewed and approved. They can inquire accordingly. The best person to contact for discussing any document is the document owner. As previously demonstrated, but worth mentioning again, this document will remain on the document owner, Benedict Vega's, to-do list as still requiring review and approval. It will also appear on the to-do list of document reviewers, Fulton Mendez, and document approvers, Aaron Beasley. As shown in the previous video, the reviewer and approver can execute their responsibilities from their to-do list, or they can also perform these tasks while in the document library by selecting the under review status and then reviewing and approving from there. For demonstration purposes, we will walk you through the reviewer sign-off process by clicking on the document, selecting Reviewer Sign-Off, and entering the reviewer's approval password. We will follow the same steps for the approver. Select the document, click on the Approver Sign-Off, and enter the approver's password. This notifies the user that the document is now fully approved. An email is generated, whose recipient is the document control personnel, indicating that the document has completed the review and approval process and can now be released. The document is now in the Approved Needs Transfer status. After clicking Transfer All and entering the reader's password, the option to release this document as a PDF or in its native format is presented. For procedure, we will choose to release it as a PDF. An email is generated indicating the document has been released, whose recipients are the document owner, reviewer, and approver. Now, when viewing the document library with the status set to Released, we see that the revision B of MM024 is displayed and revision A has been superseded. The last example will demonstrate the revision process for a document for which we cannot maintain a copy due to licensing or subscription agreements. In the previous video, we showed how to initially add this type of document to the library. Specifically add the specification AMS 1775 Rev C. To update the document library with the latest release of Rev D, select the Rev C document and click Revise. For these types of documents, no need to identify the new file. Just change the revision accordingly, in this case to D. Let's make this Rev D now a training item, with a training frequency of 12 months, meaning that any personnel required to be trained to this specification must review it every 12 months. Once the review is complete, click Complete Revision. An email is generated indicating there is a new revision to review, and the recipients are the document owner and approver. Once this step is complete, the Rev C document has its status changed to being revised, and the new revision of D is sitting in the under review status in the document library. Again, for demonstration purposes, we will click on the document, select Reviewer Sign-Off, and enter the reviewer's approval password. Then repeat this process for the approver. Click on the document, then click Approver Sign-Off. Enter the approver's password. The user is informed that the document has completed the review and approval process and can now be released for use. An email is generated indicating the review process is complete, and the recipient is the document control personnel. The document is now in the Approved Needs Transfer status. After clicking Transfer All, enter the releaser's password. An email is generated indicating that the document has been released and whose recipients are the document owner, reviewer, and approver. Once released, the Revision D document is now in the document library. Revision C has been moved to Obsolete. I hope this video demonstrates how efficient and simple document management can be using SimpleManufacturing software. If you have any questions, we would love to hear from you. Contact us and let's discuss how we can partner to make your business as efficient and straightforward as possible. Until next time, cheers.